Hey everyone, it is Tiffany here with Blue Lotus Mind. I want to talk today about letting go of the story that you're telling yourself. And there's really three types of stories that we hold on to that are super toxic and stop us from really moving forward and figuring out and finding out what our true potential can be. Before I get to that, just a reminder, head over to limitlessplaybook.com, www.limitlessplaybook.com. I have some free resources over there to help you let go of this story and start finding your true potential so you can become limitless. So the first type of story that we tell ourselves is the story of what's happened to us. That story that keeps the chip on our block and allows us to be the victim of our circumstances. And I'm not saying this with any judgment. I did this for a really, really long time where I was the victim of everything that had happened to me. I was the victim of my stepmom's abuse. I was the victim of my biological dad's neglect and abandonment. I was the victim of any of my exes who cheated or who left or who were mentally abusive to me along the way. I was the victim of that for a really long time. And it made me angry. And the thing with how our mind works is that when we replay and we're retelling the story over and over, whether it's the story of abuse, the story of a breakup, whatever it is, as long as we stay telling that story of the bad thing that happened to us, our body doesn't know that it's not happening right now. The thing is that our unconscious mind doesn't know the difference between then and now. So what our body does is it starts to react as though we're going through that abuse or the breakup right now, and our body gets pumped full of these hormones that keeps us stuck in a negative state. So that's story number one, the thing that has happened to you. Story number two is the beliefs that you've created off the back of what has happened. And so for me, being abused, being abandoned, being cheated on, whatever it was, I told myself that those things were happening because I wasn't good enough. I wasn't worthy. It was my fault. It was on me. I didn't recognize at the time when I created those beliefs that my stepmom was hurting, and hurt people hurt people. She had wounds that she either didn't know how to heal or didn't care to heal, and so she bled all over me. So with these limiting beliefs, recognize that the bulk of the limiting beliefs that you have were created between the ages of 0 and 7. When you had very little understanding of what the world was like, and yet you create these belief systems and tell yourself that it's your fault, when really someone else was projecting their stuff onto you. So that's story number two that keeps you stuck. And story number three is the limiting beliefs that you adopt from other people, which are really the excuses and the justifications for why they didn't take action. And I typically see this around money. We are lower class people. You can only make money working with your hands. You have to work hard to get money. You know, money is greedy, money is evil. If you have more money, then you're flashy, you're whatever it is. And we accept this to be true, and so then we turn ourselves off from accepting abundance. Or, you know, if we had a parent who had a volatile relationship growing up, then we learn that relationships are toxic and dangerous. And that was their reason for not dealing with their stuff, for not setting boundaries or not finding another relationship after they had their heart broken. And we take those limiting beliefs or those justifications, and we make them the beliefs and the rules for our life. They start to govern our life. We stop asking for what we're worth in our business or in our job because we don't want to be greedy or evil or flashy. We don't want something bad to happen. We stop asking for love and stop showing up to be truly loved because we don't want the volatility of someone else's story. So the third story that we adopt that keeps us stuck is someone else's justifications for not taking action. You need to let go of all of those right now, because all they're doing is keeping you stuck, and none of them are true. Did those terrible things happen to you? Absolutely. And they happened for you at the same time. What were the lessons that you needed to learn? Did they give you empathy? Did they give you compassion? Did they give you a story that you can use to empower other people about what they can do? The beliefs that you created, recognize that if somebody is abusing you in any way, they're projecting their stuff onto you. It has literally nothing to do with you. They have a wound that they don't want to take responsibility for, and they're bleeding all over you. Stop taking that on. And if somebody else chose not to find out their potential, don't take that on and make it the rule for your life. That's their journey, not yours. So if you want and you're ready to let go of these stories and to start finding out your purpose in life and what you're truly capable of, head over to thelimitlessplaybook.com. Get the free resources that I have there for you. Start rewiring this and getting something completely different in your life. That's it for me. Have an amazing day, and I'll talk to you soon.